Yo, my people, I greet you all. Um, there has been a lot of issues trending in Ghana, Nigeria, between Ghana and Nigeria per se, but I had wanted to talk about it. But when such issues arise, you have to take your time to explain or to express yourself because one, I've got a lot of Nigerian friends and I've got a lot of Ghanaian friends as well, and these two nations seems to be partners. I mean, we partner each other. We're friends, we're brothers, we're relatives, and everything. One thing about the banter between Nigeria and Ghana at the moment is we all know what is going on. We're not saying Ghanaians, they are not criminals in Ghana. We have a lot of Ghanaian criminals, but my Nigerian brothers can bear with me that um, when we talk of criminality, Ghana comes no near, no close to Nigeria. That one is a fact. And every Nigerian will testify this. One thing I want you to understand today is I don't blame ordinary Nigerians. And I cannot blame Ghanaians for making noise on the street. The fact is, our both leaders have failed us. What caused the problem in Nigeria and what is the problem? What caused Nigerians traveling or I mean trying to flee the country? What are the causes? And in Ghana, why are Ghanaians demonstrating? Why are Ghanaians lamenting on the street here and there every day? If you don't know, you will not know. And if you don't care, you wouldn't want to find out. The problem is the leadership of Nigeria seems they do not care about whatever is happening in the country. In any society, when you see the youth of that country fleeing or leaving the country, it means the country is almost collapsing. Okay, that is why we have human resources. When we talk of human resources, we're not talking about the elderly people. We're talking about the young people in the country who are capable of working for the nation, for the progress or for the development of the country. And so you see, the government of Nigeria, as we say, is not doing enough. And the government of Ghana is not doing enough. If we want to do away with all this banter, all these issues, all this brouhaha between Ghana and Nigeria, it is easy. I am not in government, I'm not in politics, but common sense should direct us. What do we have to do? I am sure we have Nigerian immigration, and I know very well we have them. We have Nigerian police force. We have so many organizations in Nigeria. The same way we have so many officers in uniform in Ghana. We have Ghanaian immigration, we have Ghanaian police, we have all of them. When a Nigerian is coming to Ghana, right from Nigeria, he cannot travel out from Nigeria without a passport. Some may try. Some may come to Ghana or to Togo, Benin, from Nigeria to Benin, Benin to Togo, Togo to Ghana without a passport. But I can say majority of the Nigerians who come to Ghana come with either their ID or their passport. Because they don't know, maybe from Ghana they may get opportunity to travel abroad or somewhere else. Now, in this case, what do we have to do? What is stopping Ghana? Okay, the function or the benefit or the importance of the ECOWAS. What is the importance of the ECOWAS? What is the importance of the ECOWAS? Now, if we cannot collaborate, if the immigration of Nigeria cannot create, or ECOWAS cannot create a system that any ECOWAS member state, any citizen who is traveling out of ECOWAS nation should go under this protocol. If we cannot create this system, you know, we're gonna have issue every day, because what to me, to solve this problem is so easy, very easy. It shouldn't reach at this point where Ghanaians will be demonstrating on the street. Nigeria must go. Those days are gone. When we started Ghana must go and Nigeria must go and all those banter, those we will say it was in an uncivilized era. We are in a modern world where Ghanaians are Ghanaians, Nigerians are, every country is a sovereign nation. So moving from your country to another man's country, there's no way we can stop immigration. The way we are driving Nigerians out of Ghana, I am not saying it is good, neither am I saying it's bad. But remember, Ghanaians are also in a foreign country. Now, the Ghanaians outside Ghana, those in a foreign country, are they experiencing or are they doing the same thing Nigerians are doing in Ghana? No. You see, most Ghanaians outside Ghana, I wouldn't say they are perfect or they are all good or whatever. One way or the other, we have some bad guys and they are, yeah. Maybe even I'm not clean, yes. But the fact is, for a Nigerian to travel all the way from Nigeria to Ghana, we can check him right from Nigerian immigration. Even if they bribe him, we have one system, one ECOWAS system. That is what I'm talking about. We can create one ECOWAS system that all ECOWAS passport documents passes through. And before you travel out from Nigeria to Togo or to Benin or to Ghana, Senegal, or anywhere within the West African region, we have an ECOWAS passport, right? And I'm sure we all have one data. Why don't we have one system that this data passes through? So any Nigerian who travels out from Nigeria to Ghana will pass under ECOWAS protocol. Even though you may say maybe they can bribe the officers or wherever and wherever. Yeah, when they come to Ghana, we Ghanaians can also create or form another body, just like under immigration. They'll be going around. Even they can ask Ghanaians, if you're a Ghanaian or if you're whoever, they have the right, they have the authority from the Ghana immigration to ask you your documents. What shows? Prove to us you're a Ghanaian. What are the proofs? None. Then they apprehend you. By doing this, we can solve this issue very easily. The same way when a Ghanaian is going to Nigeria, he has to go under ECOWAS protocol, ECOWAS system. You don't go as normal, like in Kenya, in East Africa, for example, when you're coming to Kenyan airport, you see they have different immigration counter. When you reach at the immigration, they have Kenyan citizens, those with Kenyan citizen. They have foreigners with Kenyan, how do I call it? Work permit or, those documents, right documents. And they have East African lane. So, and they have ordinary foreigners. Are you getting it? Ordinary foreigners. If you are an ordinary foreigner, you go on that queue. If you are a Kenyan citizen, you go on that queue. If you are a foreign national living in Kenya with Kenyan working permit or whatever it is, if you have any Kenyan resident permit that permits you to come in and out anytime, there's a queue for you. And if you're from East African community, like Tanzania, Uganda, these countries, there's also a queue for you. Why can't we create a system like this? When you reach at a flower border, what they care about. Recently, I went to a flower border. I have a video that I'm going to bring it out here very soon. All what they care about is the money. It is not about the country. This is the reason why we are facing so many issues in you can't tell me all these criminals you are arresting in Ghana. I mean, the Nigerian guys you are arresting in Ghana. Do you ask them how they got to the country? How they got inside the country? Where, on which port of entry did they use? Do we ask them that? No. All we care about is, oh, they are Nigerians, oh, they are Nigerians. Yes, they are Nigerians, but nothing stopped Nigerians from coming to Ghana. You can decide to deport all Nigerians from Ghana today, but remember, they will come tomorrow. So you've done nothing. Okay? And then, if you succeed deporting all Nigerians in Ghana today, tomorrow, who knows, your children might be traveling to Nigeria. It has happened before. History keeps repeating itself. So I don't support the issue of Nigeria must go or Ghana must go, or every country needs a foreigner. United States, what do we call this United? The UK, United Kingdom, what do we call United? They are united because it is collaboration. Different group of people come together to form a team, a stronger nation. That's what I believe. I believe in unity. So with Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Senegal, South Africa, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana, we join together. But now, according to what we are seeing today, most Nigerians are not allowed or not expected in any country in Africa. If fellow Africans do not want Nigerians to come there, how do you expect Europeans to accept Nigerians? And they are human beings like us. I am not defending Nigeria, not am I on their side too, but the fact is the facts. Can we do something? Collaboration of Ghana immigration, Nigerian immigration, team up together. Ghana police force, Nigerian police force, team up together. We can do something better, because you cannot only say the bad things of Nigerians in the country. Okay? Also, they are good ones. Let's say, even if we have 1%, at least, there is. But the fact is, it is the system that is weak. The system of Ghana that is weak. That is the reason why we are seeing what we are seeing. If the system is strong, I don't believe Nigerians can go to Rwanda and do what they are doing in Ghana, in Rwanda. It's impossible. What happened in Kenya some years back? I can tell you, Ghanaian police doesn't even know what a passport is. But when you go to some African countries, you will see police will be running after you here and there, every day, every now and then, asking you your permit, asking you about your identity. Where do you come from? I mean, how did you got here? Whether you're a terrorist or whatever, you are there. Ghana is the most easiest country to live in Africa. That's what I see. You can live in Ghana without traveling outside, without renewing your visa, without making a working permit, without marrying, without having a family, without nothing. You just live there. You just live. Because you want to live there, you live there. Because you belong to ECOWAS. And you see, the ECOWAS protocol only permits you to live in Ghana for only 90 days. 90 days. And after 90 days, you might find a lot of Nigerians, to the extent that even Chinese, let's leave Nigerians alone, Chinese are there in the country. To the extent that they go as far as in our forests, doing illegal mining. Senegalese are there, Gambians are there, Ivorians, Liberians, Burkina Faso, everybody. So Ghana has become a prostitute woman. Anybody can just enter there and eat and go. Chinese can fly all the way from China into the country with huge excavators. A lot of excavators. deep inside our forest and take whatever they want to take, as if the country does not have owners. They take whatever they want to take and leave, and we're happy with it. Some of them get married to women in the forest, not because they just want to get married, but because they want to get access to the forest. What is the state of our river bodies in Ghana today? No, we don't know. What is the state of our forest reserve? Or is it because this Chinese comes in with money and we have immigration? Do these Chinese do work permits in Ghana? Do they pay work permits? And even if they do, how much is a work permit for a Nigerian, for a Chinese? How much do they pay? As compared to how much work permit does a Ghanaian pay in China? Fellow Ghanaians, fellow Africans, we have to sit upright and think something is wrong with us up there. Something is really wrong with us, because I do not understand why Chinese are in your forest doing all kinds of things, but we leave that as if it's nothing, and I begin to attack a Nigerian must go. Yeah, I agree, the criminals must go, those who are criminals, but there are also good ones who are doing their normal business. A crime is a crime. If you have got a Nigerian who is a criminal in the country, the law does not favor anybody, imprison him. Imprison him or her. Why do we allow our emotions to control us in a certain way that, sometimes I don't understand? We can create a system and live as brothers and siblings, because there are so many Nigerians who are married to Ghanaians. There are so many Ghanaians who are married to Nigerians as well, intermarried. Can we do something? Can we create a system whereby Ghana immigration will have the same system with Nigerians? So anybody who will be declared wanted in Ghana will also be declared wanted in Nigeria. Anybody who will be declared wanted in Nigeria will also be declared wanted in Ghana. Now, here is the case, a news I saw this evening showing that some criminals, some hardcore criminals in Nigeria have run to hide in Ghana. This is a problem. And they have been living in the country for how many years? Nobody knows. Meanwhile, they are looking for them in Nigeria. They've evaded arrest. Okay? And then they have come to live here in Ghana, and we are living with them. The same crime they committed in their country, what is stopping them from committing the same crime here in Ghana? Mr. IGP, Mr. President, what are we doing to control this system? To control this, I don't want to use any harsh word. I think we can if we want to. But are we doing enough to stop this? Or we just want to test the fate of Ghanaians until they troop themselves on the street, begin to destroy things, is when the government will turn to them or to their hearing. You know, Mr. President, you just came in, and I could see you've won the heart of many Ghanaians. You have won the heart of many Ghanaians. Do not let this set a trap for you. Do not let a good legacy you're trying to lead be tempered or compromised by this so-called Nigerian staffs. You can stand. I heard you've lived in Nigeria before, and you know what Nigerians are capable of. If this group of people, Nigerians, by our fellow brothers, if they mean to use the energy, their capability positively, I bet you they will be compared to the Western world in terms of everything. In terms of everything, Nigeria is far, far ahead. But I don't know what is stopping them from, reasoning positively. There are good Nigerians who have invented so many things. Also, the bad ones has covered up. We don't see the good ones. Mr. President, John Dramani Mahama, IGP of Ghana, Mr. Yehunu something, I've forgotten the name. Please, 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 let's sit up right. We can do something. When was the last time we saw Ghana immigration on the street trying to find out or figure out how did these people get in the country? This is the case. We arrest most of them living in one bedroom, a single room, more than 5 people living there. Is it healthy? Are we doing enough to contain this situation? We cannot say they should leave. Chasing them away is not a solution. Because you can never, and it has never happened. Even when A.K. Buzia, say K.A. Buzia or whatever you call him, our former president, one of our former prime minister, when he tried, it didn't work. And what was the end results? It ended for them also deporting Ghanaians in the same manner. So what we are doing today, I always say, history has a way of repeating itself. In a way, this whole thing will come back again. So if we are dealing with human beings, we're not dealing with animals. We should know how we handle the issue. I am not saying this to gain anything. I'm saying this because we are humans. The only place Ghanaians will run to right now, if anything happens in Ghana, the only place Ghanaians will run to must and should and will be Nigeria. We have nowhere to go. We have nowhere to go. The only place Ghanaians can run to right now when anything happens in Ghana is Nigeria. So when we're doing something, let us also think far. Not right now. When we were chasing Nigerians back in the 70s, we never thought the table was going to turn. Yes, we can agree to chase them away. Yeah, no problem. But be careful. Because there is a saying that the way sun shined, the same way night will fall. I will not say much. Let me leave you here. But I send this message to the IGP of Ghana, the president, the current president of Ghana, the former president of Ghana, our grandfather Kufuor, former President Kufuor. You should all come together. I mean, there's something better we can do. There's something better we can do. There are a lot of technology nowadays. Any information we get in Nigeria will be in Ghana within a second. So before the criminal, the said criminal, a Nigerian will arrive at a flower border or wherever border it is, all his information will be there. Why can't we? This is so simple. This is so simple. And then we'll be going on the street, Nigeria must go. Here, Mr. President, this. I know you know much about, much more than me. You know more than me. This is something we can do it very easily. Nigeria, in collaboration with the Ghanaian authority, you can do this very simple. Very, very simple. Every Ghanaian criminal who wants to leave the country to any West African region, he will be arrested right at the border. Any foreigner. So sometimes when I hear about all these insurgents and all the Islamists in Burkina Faso, and I'm like, these people are just jokers. You people don't know what you're doing. Right. Let me leave it here today. We will continue. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share the page.